Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Tune in every Thursday from 5 to 5:55 p.m. on Hot 702.5 FM for MVP Speaks Radio.
Hi. Hey. What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
Thanks for tuning in to Hot 702.5 FM. We are the hottest. You're listening to MVP Speaks Radio. Hello and good afternoon. Good evening, you guys. Welcome to MVP Speaks Radio. I am live on Hot 702.5 FM. I'm so glad that you are here. I can't hear myself. And I am excited about today's show. Let's get it cracking. First of all, I want to take a minute before we get it cracking to take a time to breathe, take a deep breath, and let's just be present in the moment and just feel a little bit of gratitude in our hearts that we are even here together on this glorious day. So I'm MVP Speaks. I am the host of MVP Speaks Radio. For those of you tuning in, I give thanks and I'm grateful. I have a very special guest in the building today with me that we're going to interview and out. So I am happy about that. In the meantime, well, not in the meantime, in the real time, you know how we always started off with our Be Inspired inspirational messages. So we're going to get into that. But I want to bring on my dear comrade, Creative Ken. She is in the building. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm well. Feeling like $1 million bucks.
Yes. Feeling like $1 million bucks. Feeling like $1 million bucks. I'm not sure what I'm doing on here. Feeling like $1 million bucks.
That's
Shout out
the
to,
mood.
yeah, heck yeah, because that's a good mood to be in, right?
Yes.
They say you gotta feel how you want to feel, even if you don't have that experience. Like, so you're feeling like $1 million bucks. That's a good feeling. Like, that's a secure feeling. That's probably a feeling of like you can just go whatever you want from the store. You don't have to worry about how much the spinach is. You can get organic. You know, if you got $1 million bucks and you're feeling like $1 million bucks.
Yes.
Awesome.
Agreed. Yeah, it's a good feeling. That's why, I feel like it's better than saying good.
Yeah, it is. You know, and I think that's, let's just talk about that, because we can be so in a like a robotic, repetitive way of being. How are you? I'm fine. Oh, how are you? I'm good. But we're, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And to be able to consciously shift yourself out of that, say something different, I think is very important. And I'm kudos for that, because there's so many of us. Sometimes people respond and they don't even hear what you said. Like one time I told this lady, like, I think I was saying like good night or something. And she was like, okay, thank you. or something. It was just something that
right.
I could tell she was just automatically responding. She didn't really hear what I said.
Yeah.
And that just makes me think that, we're
Like, have a good movie, you too.
right.
You're like, oh,
right.
You're like, oh, jeez.
Have it what?
You're
Life
like, oh,
is
wait,
a
you're not
movie.
seeing a movie. You're like, oh,
right.
You're like, wait, later. I know you got the movie discounts though.
Yeah. So that's good. So I that's good, you guys. If you're listening, try to remember to not just be on automatic pilot, I guess is what I'm saying, because that's not fun. Anyways,
right.
Creative Ken, welcome to the building.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad that you're here. And I had Creative Ken give me a bring her inspirational message jar with her today. Did you bring it?
I did.
So yeah, because I'm running low on prints. So I knew that there was some here and I knew she had a jar. So I was like, bring your jar so we can do our Be Inspired thing. So let me ask you, have you been using it?
Yes.
It looks like it's some missing out of there.
There's some missing out of there. I've been using it.
That's awesome.
I think it's a great tool. It's actually helped me through a lot of hard days. It's very what's it called? Mindful. Like when you're in the moment, when you're in the present moment. I think it does that for you. It really like allows you just to have a moment with yourself. Yeah. And I don't know, each one that I've pulled is like, I'm just considering it, right?
Yeah.
So as you just ponder that, something like my vibration is dope, right? Then it's like, you just think about that.
Yeah.
How dope your vibration is.
Right.
And it's a good thought. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you. Because that's one of the main reasons I made it. And it, it's for that. It's really for the moment. And it's so funny because earlier today I was like writing several poems in my head, and the first line I have for it was something about these messages, and it was saying something like it's not giving messages for the masses, not for the future or the past, but for the present. Like it's for right now. You know what I'm saying? So when you read it, that's the point. Like right now, this is what it is.
Right now.
So
we should do one right now.
Yeah, you go first.
All right,
okay, you'll pull one and let's see which one you get.
So you put this like glittery string on the top of it. So I left it in there.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought that was cute decoration.
Nice.
I'm gonna pull this one out. Let's see. Which one's calling to me?
Let it call to you.
This one right here. This is the one.
Okay, what's it say?
Your desires are certain. It's true.
It is true.
It's true.
How does that feel to ponder upon?
More like an affirmation for me. Like it just feels like,
right.
Yeah,
Tell me something I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, in the most humble of ways,
yes.
Like your desires are certain, but
yeah.
I do feel like anything I want is mine.
Yes, that's so true. Anything we want is ours, guys. Do you believe it though?
Yeah.
That is the thing. I can tell it to you. I believe it. Kim can tell it to. She can believe it. But you believe it? Your desires are certain. Mine says, remember the God in you.
Ooh.
That
we could get into that.
We can
get into that.
And let me tell you about why it's relevant to me in this time. Because literally before I was coming here, I was listening to this spiritual guru on the internet. And in the conversation was really talking about the God in you. Like, I believe that we all came from the same source before we got here. So there's a piece of God in all of us that is there. And it's actually bigger than like our flesh. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So when you can remember the God in you, you remember the bigness that you are.
Exactly.
And it's okay to be big.
Yeah.
Don't lower yourself like, I'm not so. No,
it's like God DNA.
Yes.
Like we're all part of it.
Period.
You know?
Like, I got chills. God DNA. We need that on a shirt. Somebody print that on a shirt. God DNA.
I'm gonna give you all that one.
Remember the God in you. Yeah. I literally was that was the conversation. So that was dope. Okay. Pull another one.
All right. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
I'm gonna do this one.
Oh shit. Hold on.
What's up?
I had pulled one, but I just have to tell you what it is because it's the same one that you just got.
How do you know?
Your desire. No, not that one. The first one.
Oh.
Your desires are certain. I didn't even realize it was in my hand. And when I
Wow.
looked down, I was like, that's why I love to do this.
I love it.
You
What are the
never.
odds?
I know, that's what's so great.
And what do you call it? Twinsies?
Twinsies?
Yeah.
Oh, you be listening. Okay, good shit. What do you got?
I'm a fan.
Yes.
Okay.
Twinsies.
This one's great. This is a
Okay.
good one. Love is the answer. Yeah, love is the answer. That's powerful.
It is.
That one made me shed a tear a little bit. I have a tear in my left eye.
Oh,
Can you
thug tears.
Can you guys see it? But yeah, love is the answer. I like that one because it is like to anything. Like whenever you have doubt about anything, just come back to like love. Like I think that goes into so many things because it goes into trust, it goes into healing, it goes into bond, it goes into, self-love, external love. It goes into so many things. Love is the answer. Seriously.
Oh man, love is the answer. And I just love how you said all that. That was great.
Thank you.
And I just realized that we were going to have another guest on here at the same time, Reggie AK. Shout out to Reggie AK. If you're
Shout out to
listening,
Reggie.
I told you could call in, and I'm going to text you the call-in number. Reggie AK was going to come on. He's another artist. We haven't even got into Creative Ken and what she's all about, but her name is Creative Ken. So that might give you some type of
something.
idea.
Yeah. Shout out to Reggie though. Next time.
Shout out to Reggie. Yeah, he just
Yeah.
got a new job. Shout out to getting a
Shout
new
out
job.
to getting money.
Yes, getting money, taking
but,
care of your
yeah.
business. What they call that? Adulting.
Y'all can stream his music though. Apple Music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stream Reggie's music, Reggie AK. 702-551-5261 is the call-in number. If anyone wants to call in at any time, you can call in and chime in on the messages or chime in on the conversation that we're having about the messages. Or when we get to interviewing, you can call in about that. You can just call in and say, hey, what's cracking? You called in one time.
I did.
It was so dope. I
Yeah.
love when you guys call in. That really...
I called it. You're like, you won. I was like, I won what?
Did you win something?
Well, I didn't. So right when you said something about calling, and then I was calling right when you said, and whoever calls
wins.
Yeah. And it was something.
It was the Pillow Talk event.
And I'm already going. So I was like, please gift it forward, pay it forward.
We
I was
did.
like, yeah, which is awesome. I'm really excited for that event, by the way.
Thank you. It's gonna be lit. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Please.
Where to pull up to.
Yeah.
Okay. My vibration is super fly.
Oh my gosh. I was just literally talking about that one before we started. I said
Yeah,
dope.
you said
but
dope.
I was
Same
trying
difference.
to remember like what word you used. And I just pulled that this morning.
Nice.
Yes.
High vibes.
That's
You know,
awesome.
we gotta vibe high. And it's okay if you don't. Sometimes we're high, sometimes we're low. What's most important is you're kind to yourself, no matter your vibration.
Love is the answer.
Love is the answer. Period. Here, pull some more.
All right, let's do it.
Shout out to everybody tuning in on Facebook. Leave me some comments. I see you guys. I see you.
All right. Love is abundant and overflowing. It's so true.
It is. Love is the dominant thing. That's what I believe. It's the dominant vibration. Like love. We all came from love. Everything is created from love.
Yeah, how I was saying earlier, like love stems to so many trust. Starts to include so many other things, healing, bonding, all that. I was saying
Healing,
earlier.
bonding, trusting, compassion.
Compassion.
I
I love
feel
that
a whole
one.
lot.
Empathy.
Putting myself first is okay and necessary.
Oh yeah, big time.
Period.
Big time.
Were you raised like you had to sacrifice, put others before yourself, or how did they tell you about that, if anything?
I like that. Nothing is ever simple in how I was raised because I was raised in a divorce household. So you have two parents that do not co-parent.
Yes.
Which is everything happens for a reason. But
yes.
yeah, I was raised to put myself first.
Okay, good.
But at the same time, like take care of family and those that you love the most.
Right.
But in a way that was shown to me that is taking care of you. You take it, you take care of yours at home, then it's full circle.
Right. How y'all feel about that? I never thought about
Yeah,
that. That is taking care. If you taking care of your family, you taking care of you.
Yeah.
Ashe.
When everybody's happy. What they say, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
It goes from that.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
We're all happy. And you guys, I want you to know that we can have happiness and we can have it all the time and most of the time. Sometimes we feel like, oh, I used to think like, oh, I'm so when I was depressed. Like I'm
Mhm.
so depressed. Like I can just keep going and down and getting like more and more depressed and more
Right.
and more like just into the darkness and into the shadows.
Mhm.
And then I had this revelation one time that you can also go the other way and you can get more and more happiness
Mhm.
and more joy. And
You
yeah,
can. You can. It's possible.
you can.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah. Also,
Oh,
like just to touch on it, speaking someone struggled with depression since I was 11, 12 years old.
yes.
I've been happy and depressed.
At
And a
the
lot of
same
people,
damn
and a lot of
time.
people don't understand that, or they have to like learn about it to understand
Yeah.
it more, or they resonate with it. So it's like
Yeah.
there is depression and there is like happiness within that. So I think
Yeah, that-
happiness is like a spectrum too.
Yes.
Okay, to
It
like
is.
you know, sometimes I'll look back on moments where I don't remember necessarily being happy or being like this is it, but then I go back to that memory or that moment, and I'm like, that was happiness.
Yeah. I love it. And oh, I got chills. Oh, you guys know when I get chills, I start having seizures, it look like. But oh man. What was I gonna say? I forgot. I hate when that happens.
That's
I
okay.
hate
Should
when
we
I
pull
forget.
another one?
Yeah, let's pull another one.
I got.
Oh, I remember.
Ooh, yeah. Tell me, please.
Happiness and depression.
Mm.
I remember several years ago, I had posted this Facebook status because I was feeling depressed, but I was feeling happy. And I was saying, like, how can you be depressed and happy
You can.
at the same time? And
Mhm.
you really can. It's kind of weird.
It is.
But
we are weird.
so yeah, we are weird.
We
Humans are
we
weird
We are weird
creatures.
But we're like kind of the best, though. You know what I'm saying? Humans are awesome.
best.
Yeah, we're the dominant vibration.
We're weird. You can be weird and be the best, actually. So
Yes,
don't get
truly.
it twisted. Okay, go ahead. Read yours.
The world is my mirror.
Hmm.
I see my self-reflection. I don't like this one.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm like,
Sometimes we don't because we might not necessarily like what
Yeah,
we see in our
yeah.
reflection.
So like no, all jokes aside, this one's just hard. Like when you read it, the world
Mm-hmm.
is my mirror. I see my self-reflection. I think we have like frustrations sometimes in life, especially with others. Why can't this person love me this way? Why can't this person do this that way? But like we have to ask ourselves, like, are we loving ourselves the way we're expecting that person to love us?
Oh, rewind. Wait, say what? Say what? Say it again.
Seriously,
Are
though.
we loving what?
Are
Who?
we? Yeah. Are we loving ourselves the way we're expecting someone else to love us?
Yes.
Right. And I
Period.
think that's what that made me think of.
Yes.
Is that sometimes we have all these idealizations of like the expectations for other people, and we do have to take accountability and put that on us.
Yes. And I think
Yeah.
that goes with putting ourselves first,
Mhm.
because we can really want someone to love us, but in a particular way, but we don't even love ourselves in that way.
Mhm.
Like y'all,
Yeah.
I had that realization recently within the last few years, like really,
Good.
like you can't, we do it, but we can't expect someone to pour into us what we haven't poured into ourselves.
Mhm.
And you also can't pour into others what you haven't poured into yourself,
Right.
because that is what causes us to have an off balance. It causes us to feel like neglected or feel like no one's giving us what we're giving them.
Yeah. You're putting
But-
it on the other person.
Right.
You go
like you said, you
yeah.
gotta give it to yourself.
It's the reflection, like they said,
Yeah.
self-reflection. I'm seeing
Yes.
what I'm seeing in the world. So if you're seeing lack of love in the world,
You're
then show yourself more love.
you are wise.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
This is a wise young girl over here. We just realized she could be my daughter.
it,
I was like-
it all comes from above. You know what I'm saying?
It comes from
It's that
within.
inner wisdom.
It's
Yeah,
you.
it's that inner God, like you said.
The inner God.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Life
Yeah.
experience and all kind of stuff will bring that
Teach
wisdom.
you those things, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to receiving that wisdom and being open to that wisdom,
Yeah.
because
Thank
I
you.
believe we're all given that opportunity, but sometimes we're not ready for it,
Right.
or like we reject it.
Yeah, you gotta accept the gift that
You
you were
gotta
given.
accept it.
Right. I also want to say what?
I just pulled the same one.
Stop. Which one? Which
The
one?
world is my mirror.
Did
I
you
see
really?
my self-reflection.
What's happening?
Oh,
guys?
twinsies.
This is not planned.
That's
We
the-
have
that's-
different batches.
Oh, I got the freaking chills. That's just
What?
divinity, you guys.
I'm
That
getting
is-
chills now. I have
Yes.
2 jackets on and I'm getting chills.
We're in the hot 702.5 FM studios, but we getting the chills.
To full circle that, then I was gonna
Yes.
say, I want to, like, anybody listening and just into you as well, like, you gotta give yourself permission, and I want to say I give you guys permission to love yourself, because you were talking about how were you raised and all that.
Yeah.
Sometimes like self-love can't come first, because and you are looking from other people because that's what you were taught. So it's just like sometimes you have to unlearn to learn.
Unlearn all that shit,
Yeah.
you guys. Like,
Give yourself
really,
permission.
when I realized I didn't have to think what I thought, and I could think other things. It's
Mhm.
like a freaking, like what? I don't have to believe that. I can believe something else.
Yeah, it's like making your own universe.
Right? Oh, I got the chills. oh, man, because we are
Yeah.
literally our own
Yeah.
universe. Look
I
at
love
us.
that.
We're just orbiting here around each other.
Seriously.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, go. Is it your turn?
Spin,
Yes.
spin, spin.
Mix them up. I'm gonna mix
I
them
know,
up too.
right? Let's
Let's
see.
pull it at the same time.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
This one is the one. Should we like read it at the same time? I'm just kidding.
No, go first.
I choose to live in victory.
Victoriously.
Yes.
Yes. It's a choice.
I choose to live in victory. Yeah. I mean, that goes back to what you were saying earlier, like choosing, right? Like we
Mhm.
choose, like we choose. We have the power within ourselves to create
Yes.
whatever it is we desire. And
Yes.
yeah, it's a
Choi-
hard choice.
Choice is our
Sometimes
superpower.
it's hard, right?
Yeah, it's only hard until it's not hard anymore.
Yeah. I feel like everything's hard, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hard. It's hard to be sad. It's hard to be happy.
Mm.
It's hard to go to the gym. It's hard to never go to the gym. It's hard.
It's hard.
Everything's
Everything's
hard.
hard.
Everything's hard.
We got to make this shit easier.
Yeah, right?
Mine says, we need you.
we need you.
We need you.
That's so important.
It is important. Like, we're all here. And you guys know that I freaking am always telling us and reminding us that we used to live inside a human. Like, we really are the chosen ones, because we are the ones that made it to the womb and we got born.
It's true.
So we're here for a reason.
Miracle, they say.
Yeah, like literally. Like, look how many sperms you beat out. Bro, you right here. I just love
Yeah,
thinking, like,
it's
just
true.
imagine
Yeah.
where we. I have one in here that says something about remember the womb, and that's the whole point. I wrote that because we came a long way, just being alive and being born.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we don't necessarily remember that or give reverence to that, like, because we're so focused on being alive and just doing what we're doing. But we really already came a long way, because we already got here.
Yeah. Even understanding the power of being born, too. Even if we don't remember it, like understanding the importance of that. I
See-
think sometimes, like, when parents say, like, I'll take you out of this world, like, all
Yes.
that thing, people are like, I didn't choose to be born. Like, you hear that often.
Yes.
But it's like, although you didn't choose it, it's still a gift. And I think if we focus on, like, I choose to live
Yes.
in victory, I choose to see the blessing of being here.
Yes.
Seriously.
And here's something that I believe. I don't know if y'all motherfuckers believe it, but I believe we knew and we chose. I believe that because remember, we're not the human, we're the soul.
Right.
And I believe we chose. We knew who our parents were going to be, and it's not necessarily it's for our soul's journey.
Right.
Not necessarily our lifetime purpose or whatever we're doing right now, but for the evolution of our soul that's been here since forever.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah, life is hard. So I think to choose, I could see that, choosing life.
I think we
Because,
choose
yeah,
it.
You said like to beat out the sperm, right? So then
Right.
after you beat out the sperm, it's also having to be able to make it to the birth, right?
That's true.
So I think
Yes.
that's a huge thing. I think a
That
lot of
is true,
yeah,
because
a lot
some
of
don't
women go
even
through
make it to the
miscarriages.
birth.
Yeah.
Oh,
lot
I
of-
got chills again.
Yeah, and just in all positivity is that silent suffering that a lot of us are going through. So I think
Yes.
we could go to show more empathy, and like
Yeah.
since we brought that like to this conversation, like I think just to understand that you know what I'm
That's so
saying,
True.
that maybe that their womb didn't didn't host that life
Yeah.
this time around, but
And
yeah.
I've had that experience personally where I didn't have a child that I had conceived.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So it's all right. It was a choice.
Mhm.
But when I look, and that's funny because as soon as I thought about that, then this one that says forgiveness is for my heart and peace of mind came out.
Good.
And I made that choice. I was very young. And I made this choice not to have a child I was conceived with. And yeah, so some don't.
Power
make
of choice, man.
Yeah,
Power of
crazy.
choice.
But that's all right, because everything happens for a reason.
Right. Yeah, that's big talk this year too.
And then like freaking 3 months later, I ended up pregnant again. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna keep this one. Now I got 4 amazing ones.
There you go.
They're beautiful and big and grown up.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can't believe I could be your mom.
I'm the world's best aunt.
Are you?
I'm the world's
Are
best
you?
aunt. I'll claim that now on this radio show.
Claim it now.
702.5. I'm the world's best aunt.
The world's best aunt. What makes you a good aunt, Creative Ken?
Being myself. But a lot of things make me a great aunt. But I think number one is really being authentic, being myself. I think gives that space for my niece and my nephew now to feel that. I think that when I'm with my niece often, I can see the difference of like her opening up. I think that she has a great personality already when she's with other people, but
nice.
The special bond her and I have, I just feel like she loves to be crazy and fun
and
like spunky.
And you must give them the space to be themselves,
right?
Because you are able to be yourself.
Yes, that's my one of my goals in my relationships, all my relationships in my life. I feel like I want to always give the space where someone feels like they can come to me for anything. They can be themselves 100%, even show sides of themselves that they might not feel comfortable to show a lot of people, which has definitely has shown in different ways in my life, has come in different ways where people have come to me with heavy things. People have opened up to me about things that they can't tell other people. And I wonder why I'm the one, but I realize I asked for it.
Yeah. That's beautiful, because, we need that. It's good to have safe spaces. It's good to have people that you can trust to be yourself around. It's good to just be yourself, period. And I think nowadays, like, people are really learning what that is. Like really saying, well, what do I really like? Like what, a lot of stuff we're just, we're raised up in and we're just, whatever. But when you really start thinking, like for me a while ago, when my mother transitioned, I started like thinking about my like things that I would think about like that I liked or didn't like. Just one thing was like grape jelly. My mother hated grape jelly. And all my life, I remember her hearing talking about how she didn't like grape jelly.
Right.
And I feel like, I was like, I don't like grape jelly. But then I had like started thinking like, do I really not like grape jelly? Or is it just because I saw my mother not like it? And so now I took that on.
So do you like grape jelly?
I think it's all right. I don't dislike it.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be like, oh, I hate grape jelly. I prefer strawberry.
Yeah.
But I don't
raspberry. What?
I don't know. It has,
don't sleep.
Well, maybe
seeds?
the jelly, yeah,
the
but it's the seeds.
Oh, the seedless raspberry.
Yeah, seedless raspberry jam or something, maybe.
I'm vegan. I'm made of seeds.
Okay. I love it. But yeah, so it's good to like really be able to get to know yourself, so that way you can be yourself.
It's true.
Unapologetically. Awesome. One more.
All right. Today I will be present because I am a gift. This is an awesome conversation.
It is.
That one brought a tear to my eye too.
Oh,
now my right eye. Now we even
the eyes are crying.
True. Like we were talking about earlier, just being present, and it's a gift, and to accept gifts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the chills. Yeah. Accept your gift, and the gift really is being here. Like around the holidays, we're all family oriented and it's all about coming together. And I love that. It's my favorite freaking thing. And all the time I'm like, this is what it's all about, us, the people. It's not even about all the stuff we're doing or, getting or giving. It's just about being together. That is the gift.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are stepping into that this Christmas too, or this holiday season. I think like a lot of people are stepping away from that consumer mindset of like, and I know a lot of people like to decorate, so I'm not speaking for everyone, but I just noticed this season has been a trend of like what is real Christmas, right? Less stuff, more
less
moments.
Commercialism.
Even like I was talking to one of my friends who buying gifts for her son, and she's like, I don't know what to get him. He has all these toys. I'm like, get him an experience. And now she planned this whole thing for them to go to Legoland.
Oh, fun.
I'm
an experience.
Yeah. I'm like, that's so much better than a bunch of toys or whatever.
It is, because where's the toys from last year, first of all?
They outgrew them, broke them.
They outbroken.
Yeah, lost it, all that.
Man, I was doing Christmas for so long with my kids. That's how I was raised. I was raised Christmassy. First of all, I was raised the only child, so I was spoiled, quote unquote. I always had a ton of presents. My parents used to do extra stuff like wrap stuff and side of stuff and side of stuff.
Yeah.
And it used to drive me crazy, but I freaking loved it. And so, like, when I was raising my children, we did Christmas a lot, and I played Santa Claus. I said that all like some little kids was listening, like, what do you mean played Santa Claus? But I played Santa Claus. But then at one point, I was like, this don't even make sense. So I stopped playing Santa Claus. I didn't tell my kids there was no Santa Claus. I just stopped entertaining it, and we just had Christmas or whatever. But I love Christmas. I love presents too. Yeah. So I think it's good to give each other stuff, but we have to just
not make it about
it all about that.
Yeah.
So if anybody want to give me a present, I'm receiving.
I'm here to receive.
Yeah, I'm here to receive.
I love Christmas too.
I love Christmas.
My mom would be happy to hear me say that right now. My mom's huge into Christmas.
Oh, nice.
She has like over 100 nutcrackers.
What? Oh, she's like, really into it.
And now she's like specifically requesting if she's gifted nutcrackers, that she's gifted like classic ones. Oh, because I guess she has all of the fun ones and all of that.
She's got all the fun.
So she's like, I already have each random version of each nutcracker. She's like, I just need like the classic Christmas ones now.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of funny. Yeah.
Oh, so if you guys want to get some classic nutcrackers, put it in the comments so we can get Creative Ken's mom her Christmas wish.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, awesome. Well, my last one says flow it.
I got that one this morning too.
Did you?
Yeah, it's going full circle today.
I love it.
Flow it.
What does that mean for you when you hear it?
Well, when I heard it
or read it this morning.
When I read it this morning, I was like, flow it. I don't know, I had to like read it a couple times to even like kind of just get into the cute concept of it, of the wording. And flow it just was like, to me, it went to like go with the flow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go with the flow. I think that can be important. I think it's definitely good to be intentional, but at the same time, like, I'll use like traffic as an example since it's 5 o'clock right now, right?
Okay.
It's like a lot of people are probably sitting in traffic. So
yes, shout out to everybody listening on the Hot 702.5 app
in that rush hour. So you know what I mean? You can't help that there's going to be traffic. So you might as well adapt to it. Play your favorite song. You know what I'm saying? Plan your ride time. It's going to be 45 minutes to an hour, not 30 minutes. And just flow it. You know what I'm saying?
Because you could easily be in the traffic jam, being mad, being cursing, being whatever. Or you can choose, like we said earlier, to use it to your advantage. You can listen to some inspirational music, or you can, practice your poetry or whatever it is you do when you're in your traffic jam. Flow it. Go with the flow, and you flow the flow. So cool. Well, thanks. Woo. This was freaking awesome. I had a great time talking about these messages. Oh, you guys got to get you a Be Inspired inspirational message bag. I retired the jar, but you can still get the bag.
And then you can get your own jar and put them in the jar.
There. Yes. I retired the jar because I wanted to make it more feasible and affordable for everyone all around to receive the messages, because it's all about the message to me.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna have to get me a bag, because that's nice for the on the go inspiration.
Yes. On the go inspiration.
On the go inspiration.
Okay. So you guys, what I'm about to do right now is give you Creative Ken's biography. Oh, why is it in vanish mode? Creative Ken turned on vanish mode. What does that mean? That means I can't see. That means I can't see the message.
I didn't mean to.
So yeah.
Let me pop it up.
Well, we're gonna unvanish vanish mode. I want to give you guys a call-in number one more time: 702-551-5261. Go ahead and call in, because I love it when you do. You can just say, "Hey, what's cracking?" and that'll be fine. If you don't call in, that'll be fine too. I'm gonna go with the flow. Tell you a little bit about Creative Ken. Creative Ken is an upcoming spoken word poet and creative artist, using words to self-express and reach better understanding about herself and others. Her poetry about love and heartbreak, life struggles, and the human experience is personal, wholehearted, and truthful. Kennedy started spoken word performance at Saint City Open Mic in Las Vegas. She was a part of the only Las Vegas Slam team in 2022 called Spotlight Poetry, LV. Shout out to Spotlight Poetry.
Shout out to
I
Spotlight.
love Spotlight Poetry. I haven't been in a long time, but I still love y'all. Don't trip. You can find them on Instagram. You can find her performing almost every day at various locations throughout Las Vegas and occasionally traveling to different cities to share her art. Keep up with Creative Ken's journey by following Creative Ken. That's Creative with a K, KreativeKenn on Instagram. She has a debut poetry book coming out, so follow her to stay up to date on where she is performing and what she is up to.
Yeah. Creative Ken.
Did you write your own bio?
Yeah, I wrote that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You did a nice job. I liked it.
Thank you. I'm a writer.
Yeah.
I'm
So
a writer.
what are you up to? What's going on with you lately?
Oh, lots of things. It's been a crazy year. I can't believe it's already like gonna be 2023.
That shit is nuts.
I think that's wild. December wise has been, I would say, not slower, but just more intentional in different ways of like creation. So for those that don't, know, I teach like local workshops out here in Vegas, and that was just an interesting experience. I'm having my last one actually tomorrow, wrapping that up for 2022 at For the Love Las Vegas.
Yeah, tell us.
Yeah, For the Love Las Vegas, 5:00.
Okay.
It's a free event. You can just come through. If you follow me on Instagram, though, you can RSVP in the link so I can have supplies ready for everybody. But yeah, poetry workshops have just been really cool and creative. I've really got to connect with a lot of different artists, beginner poets, intermediate poets, advanced poets. And that was just a very unique experience last month and this month to be doing that.
Cool.
Yeah, and like still performing at open mics and stuff like that, but it's cold outside.
It is cold
Yes.
outside.
It's so cold. And a lot of the venues are inside, yeah, but to park, to walk in there, like all of that is a lot.
It is a lot because we don't want to have to walk 5 blocks.
Yeah, but
get
I've
to
been
where
still
we're
showing
going.
up though. I've been showing up here and there.
Yeah, she's been coming
Yeah.
out to Wednesday night open mic
Yeah,
at the Mixer Lounge. Shout out to Spit Your Truth and shout out to the Mixer Lounge.
Yes, the True Spot is
True
is
Spot.
definitely a unique experience. I definitely enjoy like a poet run open mic.
Gosh,
Like that's always a very unique experience because it's just special. It's
So
a
what
special
are
space held.
so there's open mics that aren't run by poets?
Yeah, there's open mics like run by musicians or run by
okay. So the poetry open mics.
producers
Got you.
or run by I'm like trying to think, run by musicians or just shop owners, like maybe they're hosting things like that.
Mhm.
But being like I mentioned, like MVP mentioned earlier, I do perform almost every day. Like it sounds intense, but this is what I want to do with my life. So it's something that I'm happy and passionate and willing to do. And I'm new. I've only been doing spoken word performing for a year.
What?
Yeah. So
That's it?
yeah, just a year. I've been writing
So
poetry.
you must have been new when
Yeah.
I first met you.
Totally new. I'm still new right now. Like I'm still a baby.
Oh.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful, but when you put the time in, you know what I'm saying? You
Heck
get that
yeah.
you get that output. So I've been writing poetry forever my whole life. I did a couple of like open mic experiences in the church growing up, but
Nice.
truly like seeing this as a career opportunity, committing to it, coming out with a book this year, like really seeing like a poetry career, it's been a year. So
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Congratulations with your book coming out.
thank you. It's
Awesome.
it's a process.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
it's currently listed on Amazon. We're just waiting for the like book to be available. So
okay.
you can add it to your wish list.
Yeah, maybe you can show me how you did all that.
Yeah.
Because I have several books.
Yeah.
They're just on my laptop. The other day I was looking, I've been going through all my old stuff because I feel like I fell asleep on myself during this since I've been in Vegas. Like I have so many projects that I want to do, but I gotta get a little focused. But anyways, I was looking at like I wrote like a journal book, like for people to
Ooh.
like reflect and And I'm like, I have this whole thing. Like, what
Like
the
a
hell?
poem and a prompt type of
Yeah,
thing?
or like a life scenario in a prompt.
Okay.
Or maybe just like a question in a prompt. You know, I don't know.
I like that. Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, dang, I got this
Like
thing.
what
Like,
can I do with this?
yeah. I said I was just gonna print it out at the Office Depot and just start selling
Do
for
it.
like $10 or something. I don't know
Why
what else to
not?
do.
Why not?
Figure it out. But
It's like the zine. It's like a zine.
what is that?
Zines. It's short for magazine.
Oh,
It's I'm gonna just speak on like my truth
Yeah.
and like how I know it. So
Talk about
I
it.
mean, I don't know when it was invented and all that. I'm sure someone will correct me with facts, but
let the
yeah.
fact checkers come
Yeah,
through.
right.
It's all good.
but zines are short for magazine.
Okay,
and
zine.
yeah, from my understanding, it's a collection, like a collective book. Like it's just like you said, you go to Office Depot, you staple it, boom, boom,
Oh,
and you
like a chat book, right? Is that-
basic exactly.
same
I would
thing?
say zine is like almost like I still hear this chapbook word out, but I'd
Mhm.
say they're almost like I'd say there's probably certain differences to them.
Right.
Zine, the only thing that comes to mind with zine is I think it just takes that chapbook that's maybe a little bit more refined, like
Mhm.
structured,
It's
and kind
more
of just
raw.
deconstruct shit. Yeah,
Oh,
it's just real
yeah.
raw. It's glue in pictures, it's stickers, it's
Heck
yeah,
yeah,
it's-
that's what I'm about to do.
yeah. I think it's
Motherfucker.
and it's trendy. So you want it. It's
That's
trendy.
all
The
right.
bookstore downstairs, they
Yeah.
sell zines.
Oh yeah,
like,
the pop shop. What's it
Yeah,
called?
Advent pop-up
Yeah.
books.
Shout out to Advent Pop-Up Books over here in the
Shout out to all of our local bookstores.
909
Yeah.
East Karen Complex. There's a lot of great businesses
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Kim's Kitchen. I ate there last week.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to give them a whole thing. I said, I'm gonna go talk about y'all on my radio show, and I forgot all the way to the end. And I just had to like shout them out real quick. But yeah, shout out to Miss Kim's Kitchen downstairs. They got like burgers and chicken and fish, whatever. They have a different menu.
Yeah.
It changes, but go check them out because it's really good. I had a Beyond Burger, and it was pretty tasty.
They got a few shops out here now. It's
Yeah.
very eclectic out here.
Yeah,
Lots
it's
of
cool.
different entrepreneurs and different things going
Yeah,
on.
nice.
I think they should make this the new spot. This should be
Yeah,
I'm like
It
this
is.
900 East
We
Karen
just
is
made
like
it's popping.
it's popping.
This is a place to be.
We're here.
We got the hot 702.5 FM studios.
Yeah.
Too bad the True Spot's not selling here anymore.
Man,
You never been there, you said though,
No,
right?
I never got the chance,
Oh
but
yeah, I'll show you where it's at though.
okay. The mural that I saw, it looked like it was a creative spot.
Oh yeah.
I was
very
like,
nice.
yeah, the mural with all the rappers had.
Oh
like,
yeah, you
that
saw
were
you
painted
walked
behind
past it. Oh
I just saw
yeah.
pictures. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
pictures.
just
Oh, yeah.
videos and pictures and all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Everybody's always recording in that spot. It's
Yeah,
a true
that was
spot.
a great
It's
spot.
a true spot.
But now we're
yeah.
at the Mixer Lounge every Wednesday, so it's cool.
Still a vibe.
So
Hot food. You know what
hot,
I'm saying? Hot
yeah,
food.
hot.
Those fries go crazy. Not gonna lie.
hot
And shout out to vegans because they use a separate fryer for their fries
at the Mixer
at
Lounge.
the Mixer Lounge. Yeah. I
Oh.
looked into this. They were really nice about it. I really
That is
appreciated that.
Dope.
Like he was really the
Server.
server
Was it
was
Cleo?
yeah, it was Cleo. It was Cleo.
Shout out to Cleo
Shout out
at the
to
Mixer
Shout out
Lounge.
to Cleo. Cleo's awesome. But yeah, like they were really awesome about that. And that's important because I don't want chicken on my fries. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for sure. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Shout out to the vegans out there.
We're trying.
I call myself a selectitarian.
I like that.
I just select what I want to eat and I eat it.
That's like they have a new term, flexitarian. And that's just
Ah,
people that do like that, almost like the try to be vegans, right? So
okay.
it's like like you'll eat a Beyond Burger, like you just
Right.
said, like you ate a Beyond Burger, but
Right.
you're not vegan, right?
Right.
But it's like you'll eat plant-based, but
Right.
You'll
Doesn't
eat meat
mean you're-
sometimes, but you'll
right.
eat healthy, but you'll eat
Yeah.
processed food, but you'll eat, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
vegan is not
It's about balance.
necessarily healthy, you know what I'm saying? That
Mm.
doesn't mean you're
Yeah, because if you're eating all processed foods,
it's not. I'm like, you're doing your best, but
right,
it's not. I
the-
wouldn't
it's not the
say
best.
yeah, but not a dietitian, just a
Yeah.
humanitarian. And
Yes.
I
And
accidentally became vegan.
We
Actually,
love animals.
yeah,
You accidentally became vegan.
I did accidentally become vegan.
Can you share about that?
I can, yeah,
How does
yeah.
that happen?
Long story short,
Oops, I
yeah.
slipped.
I like to say I accidentally became vegan because I mean, at the end of the day, it is a choice. But
Yes.
I think over time, I learned too much to not make that choice. Right? It's almost like, should I put my hand in the fire right now? I could. Why
Mhm.
would I when I know it burns? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Oh,
yeah,
that chills.
it's like, yeah. I'm
Why
like-
put your hand in the fire if you know it's
You
gonna
could
burn?
though, but you could. You
could.
have the choice though. You can take your hand and put it in the fire. You have the choice.
You have the choice.
I'm like, so yeah, when I first heard about this whole vegan thing, my best friend is vegan. I told him he was an idiot. I was like,
Funny how we have to turn around and
Yeah.
face ourselves later.
I was like, that makes no sense. I would never do that. I could never not eat chicken wings. I could never like I had all these reasons
Right.
and excuses. And I went to college. I took a communications class. I studied the meat and dairy industry for a project.
That part.
So I didn't only learn about like necessarily the like we were talking about the processed food and if it's healthy or unhealthy. It wasn't about that. It was simply about the processes of meat and the processes of dairy and like so much. That's why I said long story short that I had unfolded over time of like why we consume cheese, the way we consume it, the way it's made, why it's addictive, what's added to it, what real cheese is versus like what we have
Imitation
now.
cheese,
And it's
right.
and it's like even the Kraft square cheese, it's just milk and cheese. Everyone, it's the plastic cheese. Well, no, it's not. It's just as bad as your cheese shreds, as your block of cheese, all of that. It's
Right.
really it's just milk in it. That's why it melts like that.
I love cheese.
Yeah. I told myself the same for a while. And then I guess just the why outgrew the, like the taste, I guess. Like, so at this point, it's like to love animals is to abstain from animal products. If you love animals, you wouldn't want to see an animal slaughtered, caged, abused, mistreated. And it's like to spare everybody the details. I guess we're not here to talk about veganism too much, but it's just like the more I learned, I couldn't unlearn that. The more I understood what was happening to the animals.
Once you saw it, you were convicted now. I can respect that.
Yeah.
I became vegan for a while at one point, like very short time. But right now I mostly eat like seafood, mostly a pescatarian diet.
Yeah. Would
like,
you say selectarian?
Selectarian, yeah, because I love shrimp, fish, salmon, and crab legs. Like that, I can eat that.
And I wanted to be a marine biologist, so studying all those creatures, just understanding how complex and like intelligent and amazing they are. Like, that's where that detachment came for me personally.
I can understand that, and I can appreciate
like
that.
octopi are just like so intelligent emotionally. Almost more emotionally intelligent than human. Where human has to study how intelligent they are, how emotionally intelligent they are, because we almost don't have an understanding.
Right.
It's like kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you guys got your little veganism knowledge out there
Vegan
today.
drop. You're always gonna get that with Creative Ken.
You're always gonna get that with Creative Ken because
it's actually part of my brand. I do partner with vegan brands often. The open mic events that I run periodically throughout the year are in collaboration with vegan vendors, vegan restaurants.
Nice.
And touching on that, like I can say, shout out to Tarantino's Vegan for holding it down for me.
Shout out.
Yeah, they held that space for me this year to host my pre-reading for my book. Before it came out, I just read poems that were in that collection.
Nice.
And then Squally's Cafe. Shout out to Squally's Cafe.
Shout out.
They're awesome because they are an omni place, which means that they have both options. So you can bring your non-vegan friend and everyone can eat something, but they care about veganism. And I think that's what's important about a lot of these places that do offer both. But that's awesome to have an open mic outside of the bar scene. Shout out to all of the open mics that do them at bars, but there is a community of younger people under 21, as well as people that don't drink, that don't want to be tempted by that scene.
Yes, I don't drink.
Yeah. And some people, they just, in different ways, as they go through their journey, they can't be around it. So it was a goal of mine to not only have like a non-alcoholic or like night scene open mic.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love the bar scene. I love the energy. I love to have fun. I love music. I love when there's a bit of both, but I just think, again, it's just unique experiences each time. So I think it's, shout out to all the local spots though that have held it down. Yeah.
Shout out to that. And shout out to Creative Ken being true to herself and walking in her truth. Cause that's beautiful. And I'm so happy that, just to be a part of your journey, and I'm happy that you're able to come on my show and share, what you believe in and what you're passionate about. Share what you got coming up. What you got coming up next? We got about 7 or 8 minutes. Okay. What do you got coming up next in your life journey, in your artistic journey?
What's up next is I'm going on a winter hiatus. Taking a pause. which I think is
Hibernation.
very important though. I think it's so important to do that, to take that time.
Yes.
And through that hiatus is for me going to be a time to reset, reflect on all of the things that have happened this year. I'm so grateful. But what's next for me is to rest and to visualize and to and I of course I'm going to be doing more poetry. There's going to be more performances, but I was on my first slam team this year. Shout out to Spotlight again.
Shout out to Spotlight.
I did a lot of traveling. I came out with a book this year. I've been performing every day, all throughout Vegas. I went to San Francisco and did poetry. I went to Reno and did poetry.
Yes.
We beat Reno in a poetry slam too.
Hey.
Vegas beat Reno, which was awesome. But yeah, just I wanna take a moment, take time to like soak that in, right? I don't think I've had enough time to be like, damn, you did a lot.
Right.
Like you are really awesome.
Prop yourself
right?
up and let yourself.
I've just been going.
Oh, I got chills.
Yeah. So I'm working on my second book.
Okay.
That'll be out in 2023. My first book, Creative Ken, It's Probably About You, is available on Amazon to add to your wish list. And then for purchase, hopefully in the next month. But yeah, working with Book Leaf Publishing on that it's just taken time. I wouldn't write that name down in all love. But hey,
you know all love, we just scratch that off.
That's why I'm like in all love since we're
someone's calling.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. I was calling to.
Hey.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was calling to shout out to Creative Ken.
Hey.
Who is this?
This is Dewan. I'm also a poet. I go by Divine Soul.
Yeah.
Divine Soul.
Shout out
Thanks
to Divine Soul.
Chiming in and calling in.
Thank you for calling. Yeah. Shout out to Divine Soul, new and upcoming poet.
Oh snap! We got to get you on the radio too.
Yeah, you can check him out at open mics around the city.
Divine Soul.
Yeah. Thank you for calling. I appreciate the love.
You got a question, or you just calling to say what it do?
Just calling in. Just wanted to say shout out to Creative Ken. She's been doing her thing. Say, I'm proud of you. She got me inspired to do my thing. So shout out to her.
Thank you. Much love.
Oh,
So
that makes me happy.
That makes me so happy.
Continue going, doing your thing, Ken. I see you doing your thing, girl. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Proud of you as well.
Thank you, Divine. So we got to be in touch and see what you got going on too. All right.
Absolutely. The true spot.
Definitely. I'm definitely working on some workshops with Ken, and I'll keep going.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Peace and love.
See you tomorrow.
Peace and love.
All right. Oh,
yeah.
Divine Soul calling in. I love it.
Yeah.
Just in the nick of time.
Just in the nick of time. Where we
3 minutes left.
Cool. Yeah.
No, 53. We got 2 minutes.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up. But yeah, thank you for having me then. Since we're on, I get the chance to show that gratitude to you.
Oh, it's
been a blessing to know you and meet you this year. We've known each other a short amount of time, but I already feel very close to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to MVP Speaks.
Thanks. Shout out to me. Yeah. I'm all right. I'm pretty dope. I have to remember, like, I'm amazing.
You're great. You're more than all right.
I got a big smile on my face.
Yeah. This room has been filled with love and abundance.
Yes, love and abundance. Abundance is overflowing. So you guys, next Thursday, right after my radio show, is an event at African Traditions called Pillow Talk. It is an intimate, erotic event.
Yeah.
Where we're just going to share in some grown-up type poetry. Creative Ken is going to be there sharing as well. We're going to have some tea, pillows on the floor, just a whole dope vibe. It's at 7 o'clock.
Sound bath too, right?
I don't know if it's a sound. Is it a sound bath?
Meditation.
No, I don't know.
I'm like, maybe I just made that. We're going to be meditative.
There's going to be a dancer.
Oh yeah. We're doing burlesque.
Yeah, somebody's gonna come do some dancing for us.
Yeah.
So it's called Pillow Talk.
To describe it best is gonna say it's gonna be sexy.
Yeah, sexy. There you go.
That's
sexy event next Thursday. You can go to Eventbrite and look it up, or you can just go to my Instagram page and look it up. Oh, look, African Traditions right here on my face on my.
Shout out to African Traditions.
Shout out to African Traditions. Shout out to Sister Divine. She was on my show last week.
Yeah.
So it was pretty dope. We had a great time. So yeah, make sure you guys pull up to that. don't pull out. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up on Wednesday to the Mixer Lounge. And that is that's our time over here at Hot 702.5 FM.
Thank you so much. Creative Ken.
Thank you so much. Go follow Creative Ken, and please make sure you heard about her on the radio show. And you guys, I'm having a raffle, so go find out about my raffle. Go look on my page and enter. It's only $5 a ticket. It's going to be amazing. All right. Peace and love.
Ooh. That goes by quick, huh?
Peace and love. Peace.